morning, my name is Jaylynn and I am back here at Disneyland to try to utilize Genie Plus for the first time today. Yesterday was actually the launch of it, however the entire system crashed so we were unable to use it. Oh, and my app crashed. Anyways, this is really frustrating. So I guess they're just having a huge issue with it, which really sucks. It's been 3 hours since the park opened and so far, no Genie. Today we are hoping, fingers crossed, that it is up and running and that I can purchase Genie Plus and utilize the free Genie. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're gonna open up the Disneyland app and go to the My Genie Day section. Genie, let's start with that. All right, so we're gonna pick all of the rides that we're interested in, anything that we like to do, Big Thunder, Indiana Jones, Small World. All right, we're just gonna go with that. We're gonna do Disney favorites, so we can do like princesses, experiences. So now it has all of my recommended for me to do and the wait times in which are gonna be the lowest or the average. It wants to kind of steer me away from the high wait times, which I do appreciate. I don't feel like this is very useful because you can just look at the wait times and if it's low, book it to it. So I probably wouldn't utilize the included Genie. However, Genie Plus allows you to use Lightning Lane, which is basically like the fast pass. So you get a bypass 120-minute wait and you may only have like a 20-minute wait or something. So let's go ahead and purchase that now. So that was $20, good for all day. Includes Photo Pass, includes the new audio tracks. Go ahead and book something. It popped up with what we can book. We bought Lightning Lane, so might as well use it. It's still really early in the morning. Wait times typically start to climb around 10 o'clock. Everyone's still kind of getting in the park, getting their feel, oohing and awing at the castle, of course. We don't need to do that. So we got Space Mountain. So I just want to mention that you can only book one Lightning Lane pass at a time. However, as soon as you utilize it, you can book your next one or 120 minutes, whichever happens first. So let's say I book it at 9 and it's not until 11:30. Once 11 o'clock hits, I can book another one because that's my 120 minutes. So purchasing Genie Plus was so easy. In the app, it basically pulled up a screen saying, hey, buy this, because obviously they want you to spend more money. So it was just, I didn't have to be searching for it and searching for it. Yesterday would not let me in. Try to buy it and it would just say error, error, error. And I was like, why? So I'm gonna announce today as Genie Day. First day of Genie Plus. Perfect. Easy peasy. If this was all people, we would be passing them. There's no people, so it's pointless. All right, that was amazing as always. So it is included in Genie Plus, which is one of the parts that I love because I love getting all those photos. It's just so fun. And for like me, I'm by myself, so for me to do Genie, it only costs $20. If you have a family of 5, it's $20 per person per day. That adds up quickly. But for me, it's just $20. That's how much a photo pass is anyway. So if it were to be just me or just me and Steven, like, it'd be worth it. Speaking of Steven, he can't be here today because of course he has to work. Let's take a pause right here and let's book another Lightning Lane because we scanned it in. Now we could have booked it in line, but the line went so fast and it was so dark in there. I just wanted to wait. Let's do Indiana Jones. The standby is a 20-minute wait, but we can get there at 9:25. It's 9:25 right now, so let's go ahead and select that experience. It's gonna take you to review, so that way, if you do have multiple people with Genie Plus, you can put them on, take them off, do that. We're done. That's all it takes. So now let's head on over there. You do have an hour to redeem it. You don't have to sprint over there. Most of the time when it's more busy, you're gonna notice that the Lightning Lanes, you can't book them for right now. It's gonna be hour, 2 hours from now. All right, we are going to go ahead and redeem our pass. Now it is $9.29. My pass is for $9.30. Thank you. As always, Indiana Jones is so fun to ride. By the time I got into the cart, it was probably about a 13-minute wait, which is about what I expected. But on the sign, it was 25 minutes for standby. So now we are going to book another. I do want it noted that there are individual rides that you can purchase. For Disneyland, it is Rise of the Resistance. For California Adventure, it is Web Slingers and Radiator Spring Racers. So it fluctuates depending on the time, how busy it is. Right now, it would be $20 extra just to ride this ride. But that means that I wouldn't have to wait in the super long line, which it's normally at least an hour, but closer to like 2 hours. But it's not included at all in the original Genie Plus that we bought. If you're planning on riding that and you want to skip the line, just know it will cost extra. We just got Haunted Mansion Holiday. We're gonna go ride that. It's just over there, so it's a super close one. It does have a 35-minute standby. So with Lightning Lane, we may be able to skip a good portion of that. A question that I have, and you probably have, is if you book one, can you cancel it? You're gonna go into the app, you're gonna find your Lightning Lane pass, click on it, it'll bring you to this screen. There's redeem, or it says Lightning Lane cancel. So we could actually cancel it and then go book something else if we find a different ride that we want to do. However, this wait time is up to 40 minutes and we have Lightning Lane, so it should only take us about 15 minutes to get through. So we're gonna go ahead and do it.
Right here for me. Select all. Wonderful, Tamani.
Thank you. So we are actually skipping a very large portion of the line. It looks like it's all the outside line, which does leave a lot. It's really nice to be able to skip that. It looks like the only wait we're gonna have is indoors, which if you've ridden Haunted Mansion, you know there's like no wait inside. All right, we just got off Haunted Mansion Holiday. My Lightning Lane was at 9:55. It is 10:10 and I'm already off the ride. They literally had absolutely no wait, so that was definitely awesome. That was the first one that was actually worth it, because the first couple, there was no wait time. So now we actually got to skip a huge portion of the line, which felt pretty cool. So let's do Thunder Mountain. It has a standby wait time of 20 minutes. We could get our Lightning Lane for 10:15 and it's 10:12. We can basically walk right onto that ride, skip the 20-minute wait. So let's go ahead and grab that one. All right, we just got off of Thunder Mountain and as always, it was so much fun. I was in the back, which is where you get the biggest thrill. If you get to pick, choose the back. Like if they'll let you, do it, because that's the only way. So I just booked Millennium Falcon. Right now it's about a 25-minute standby wait. I'm gonna walk right on, just like I did with the rest of these rides. So far, I've been able to book all my Lightning Lanes right away. I book it and it's already ready. I think that's because not very many people are doing the Genie right now, whether it's because no one really knows how to do it or what it is, or people just don't want to spend that extra money, or because wait times are super low right now that they're like, well, why would I buy a Genie when I can just wait in a 10-minute line? So we'll definitely have to check to see how it's looking in about an hour or so, once the park starts to pick up a bit, because right now it is so slow. All right, we just got off the Millennium Falcon. As always, that ride is amazing. I know I say that about every ride because Disneyland just can't get a ride wrong. I love them all, but this one's so much fun, flying the Millennium Falcon. I was the engineer, so I just had a couple of buttons and switches to flip. The most boring job, but that's okay. Piloting's the best, but when you're a loner, you know, you don't get them. All right, so I went ahead and got Lightning Lane passes for Matterhorn. Even though it's only about a 15-minute standby wait, I was right next to it, so might as well knock it out while we're here, so let's go. All right, Matterhorn, check. I do not like that ride. Especially when you're on the right side of it, but that ride is just so jerky. It gives me a headache, it makes my teeth chomp together. I just don't like it. But I didn't have to wait in the line for it, so I guess that's a plus. So although I got to pass all of this outside line, I still did have to wait in a little bit of a line. It did take about maybe 8 minutes from the moment I entered to the moment I got onto a bobsled. We definitely hit it at a good time, but we had Lightning Lane, so it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Rise of Resistance is still $20. I'm hoping that maybe it'll drop. Then I might buy it. We'll see. We're coming into Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland actually has a lot on here. We could do Autopia, Buzz Lightyear Astro Blaster, Space Mountain, which we already did, or Star Tours. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab up Star Tours right now because the standby wait time for it is only 15 minutes. If we can walk right on, why not? So let's go ahead and grab that one up.
Yep, perfect.
All right, so I just got off of Star Tours. The wait was a lot longer than I expected. The standby wait was about 15 minutes, and so was Lightning Lane, because once you're inside, you combine with the standby line pretty early on. So the only time that it's really worth it to do it is if you see the line coming out the door. But right before you get to the part where like the droid's checking the luggage, that's where they combined them. So today is a rainy day at Disney, so the wait times for rides are particularly low. Today wouldn't be a day that I would personally have booked. If wait times for multiple rides that are on the list are 40 minutes or more, then it's totally worth it. I mean, with the Lightning Lane, it took me about 8 minutes max. And if the wait times were more than 15 minutes, it would have totally been worth it. Is Genie Plus worth it? I think it depends on your situation. If you're here for 5 days with a huge family, I'd say pass it. You have plenty of time to wait in lines, and it's not worth $20 per ticket per day to do. However, if you're only here for 1 or 2 days, then I say go for it. It's $20, you get to skip some of those bigger lines, gives you more time to ride more rides and do more activities with Disney. Or even if you're here for 4 days, but you just want to buy Genie for 1 day, I think that's a great option. You only need to ride those rides once, and that way the other days you can focus on the other things that matter with Disney. Let's be honest, you don't need to skip those 12 rides every single day of your trip. It's really not worth it. But for 1 day, I say go for it. So I didn't realize this, but apparently you can only ride each attraction 1 time with your Lightning Lane pass. So if you ride Space at 8 o'clock in the morning with your Lightning Pass, you can't use your Lightning Pass again at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know, I would have liked the availability to ride Space Mountain as many times as I wanted to. It is a disappointment because I was gonna go hop on it real quick. It's at a 60-minute wait now, and I don't have time to wait in that. So I bought Genie Plus, might as well go hop in line. And I went to book it and it said I was unable to. I'm actually really disappointed. I mean, I don't know why Disney couldn't just give us the ability to ride these attractions multiple times in the day. The Max Pass system was $20, and you could ride the same ride as many times as you wanted as long as there was a slot open for it. Today there are plenty of slots open for Space Mountain, and they won't let me book again. That doesn't make me very happy. But maybe that's their way of getting you to purchase it with every single day of your trip rather than just 1 day knocking out all those rides multiple times. So I guess on Disney's end, they were thinking, but not thinking about us for sure. I'm not park hopping today, but I did want to show you how in the app you can switch your parks so that you can look at the fast passes for that. So you're gonna go over here to edit my selections, and then where it gives you your calendar to select your date, you're gonna hit change park, California Adventure, and then just continue all the way through that. You can pick all of your attractions and stuff. Super easy, super simple. And then you can book for California Adventure instead of Disneyland. Well, anyways, I'm heading out for the day. I had fun. I got to experience Genie Plus. There's some upsides, there's some downsides, you know. It's just really gonna depend on what you value in your Disney trip. So I hope that I was able to help you out. As always, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see you real soon.